Hello everyone. So today we are going to start the new topic which is called bioaugmentation. So it is the continuation of previous lecture which we studied bioremediation. So what does bioaugmentation means is it is basically one type of bioremediation. Bio means living organisms and augmentation means to augment something to enhance or grow something at larger level. So what we grow at larger level here is microorganisms. So we will see the definition first. The addition of microorganisms that have the ability to biodegrade recalcitrant molecules in polluted site. So what does it mean by recalcitrant molecules? Recalcitrant molecules are nothing but the molecules or compounds that are hard to biodegrade. So what we do here actually is we add some microorganisms, or we can say the more cultured organisms to the pollutant side, so that we can enhance the rate of biodegradation. So what happens normally is even if we don't add microorganisms like that, or even if we don't follow the procedure of bioaugmentation, still the biodegradation happens, but it happens at very slow rate. So we don't want that pollutant to degrade at very slow rate, because we want it faster. So that's why this bioaugmentation process is applied. So here we use some cultured or enhanced microorganisms that will faster the rate of biodegradation. So it is one type of bioremediation only. We will see the next definition of bioaugmentation. It is a type of bioremediation in which indigenous organisms are studied to determine if biostimulation is possible or not. So here two terms are introduced which are new terms. First is indigenous organism. Indigenous organism is nothing but the native organisms. Native organisms means the organisms which are present actually or originally at the site of pollution, that we call the indigenous organisms. And the second term is biostimulation. We will look at the definition first, so that we will learn what is biostimulation is. Bioaugmentation is a type of bioremediation in which indigenous organisms are studied. Here we study the native organisms at that particular site. So why do we study that particular organism, indigenous organisms, to determine if the biostimulation is possible or not. So the biostimulation is nothing but the addition of some limiting factors like nutrients, like carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, electron donor, etc. So why do we add this limiting, or why do we add this nutrient? We add this nutrient so that the microorganisms can grow at faster rate, and as microorganisms will grow at faster rate, it will degrade our pollutant at more faster or efficient way. So that's why the biostimulation process has to be done. So overall, this bioaugmentation process is nothing but the addition of some cultured microorganisms that can biodegrade our pollutant at faster rate. And for that we also do the process of biostimulation, which is nothing but the adding of some nutrients that can enhance this process of biodegradation. So all these bioaugmentation, bioremediation or biostimulation is connected in some or other way. As we know that bioaugmentation is only a type of a bioremediation, so these all concepts are connected. So this is the continuation of that bioremediation lecture. So this is the basic scenario of this concept, this bioaugmentation and biostimulation concept. So we will look further for the more videos like this, or more concepts like this in further lectures. So that's it. That's it for today. So please like my channel, share and subscribe, please. Thank you.